guys, so it's Keoshia. I'm back for another budgeting video. If you like my videos, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. And without further ado, let's just get into today's video. Okay, you guys, so this is the fourth video in my budgeting series. So if you are landed on this video and you're new to my channel and you want to know about budgeting, then go ahead and watch the first video. I will have all of the videos linked in order down below, so you can go ahead and start from the beginning. This is a beginner budget series, so it sort of tells you how to start a budget, why you need to start it, how to track your spending, figure out what your income is, figure out what your expenses are, and things like that. So like I said, if you're just getting to this number 4 video, you want to watch it from 1 through 3 and then watch this one, okay? So I will link it down below for you to go ahead and check it out. But today we are going to talk about how to reduce our spending. So as last week we talked about our monthly income, our monthly expenses, and how to subtract everything to get to your discretionary spending. And so what I told you guys I would do today, that if you had an issue with how much money you left for discretionary spending after you did your budget, I told you I would help you figure out. Sorry if I keep looking down, just make sure my notes are good. I told you that today I would go ahead and show you how to, number 1, reduce your spending altogether so that you will not be in a negative balance, or if to reduce your spending enough to pay off debt, save money, go on vacation, whatever it is that your heart desires for your budget, okay? Now, I did have a situation where some people do not have enough money at the end of the month to do anything, or they are in the negative, which is really not the ideal situation. So today I wanted to share with you how to reduce that spending, how to have more discretionary income at the end of the month after you did all of these other things I just named. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, you guys, so this step is very hard for a lot of people. The reason being is because it's like the first time people have actually sat down and looked at how much money they spend every single month and what they're actually spending on it. Most people think when you ask them in a survey or a question that they are really good with their money, they're good at saving, they're good at not spending, and all these other kinds of stuff. It's very rare that you get people saying that they don't do well with their money, to just blow it. And most people think on average they're pretty good with their money. They may not be the best and they may not be the worst, but they're pretty good. And it's very hard to digest or confront that you are not really good at spending your money as you thought you was. This exercise is really gonna scrutinize what you do with every single dime that you make. It's gonna make you realize that you're spending your money on things that you never thought that you would spend that much money on. Take, for instance, I had a client one time and we was doing these same little exercises, and she realized that she was spending $200 a month on Starbucks. And she wondered why she couldn't save no money. Like, you could have had $200 in your saving account every single month for even 6 months. That's $1,200 in 6 months that you spent on Starbucks. She was thoroughly upset, okay? And rightfully being, I mean, there's nothing wrong with going to Starbucks. There's nothing, an occasional coffee or thing. Or if it's in your budget to spend $1,200 a month, I hope it's not in nobody's budget. That's just too much money, but that's just me. To spend that much money on Starbucks. So, you know, when we finally got down to doing her budget, whatever, she realized that she had so much more money to deal with discretionary income at the end of the month that she could pay off debt, she could also save money, and she could also go on vacation if she wanted to. So this is why this exercise is super important, but it's also very hard to face. It's just like a bam, thank you ma'am, all your business is laid out there for you to see, and there's no way for you to put blinders on or be like, that's not what I'm doing, I'm real good. No, this is an eye-opener exercise, so you need to be ready, because when you find out how much money you're spending on some shit, your ass is gonna be mad, okay? You're gonna be like, what the hell was I thinking? Let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, the good rule of thumb when you are getting ready to reduce your spending is to look at your discretionary spending. So this is eating out, entertainment, dining out, things like that. Any of those fall in the discretionary spending category, because they are not necessities in your life. These are just things that you would like to have, you would like to enjoy, you would like to do, but you do not necessarily need them to survive, okay? So like everything else, I do have a little worksheet for you guys to go ahead and decide what it is that you want to reduce or eliminate it, okay? There is some things that you want to do, that you want to have, that is not as bad as others. So some things you would like to reduce and some things you would like to eliminate altogether. And when you say eliminate, just think about eliminating as could be a temporary thing. Okay, so on here we have reduce. So these are my ideas. Like I said, they will be different for everybody, but these are some of the things that I reduced in my life in order to up my discretionary spending. So the first thing I reduced was my cell phone bill. The second thing I reduced was my internet. My subscriptions. Yes, I'm sounding it out. Don't talk about me. What's another thing? My eating out. My personal spending. My gas for my car. You'll be surprised how much money you spend on gas, and we'll explain that later. My groceries. Okay, and then a lot of things that I chose to eliminate was several things. So, you know, I've never had cable, but it's something I choose to live without is cable. Okay, what else did I get rid of? I got rid of Netflix. I get rid of Hulu. What else was I getting? I stopped shopping, like on a regular, consistent basis. You guys know in the past I used to be a thrift store fanatic, so I was spending way too much money in the thrift store and wasn't even wearing half the clothes, and half the time I would donate the clothes back to the thrift store with the tags on them. Ridiculous, right? But that's what I would do. And so anything else you can eliminate is, you know, for regular people is, you know, vacation. Oh, sorry, I be forgetting my thing, be going back. Vacations, drinking, excessive, let's just say excessive, smoking. So anything that's just causing you lots and lots of money. Those are just some suggestions. Your list may be completely different, super specific to you. And so that's why you have to look at your spending, decide what is discretionary, and decide what you want to reduce and what you want to eliminate, okay? And it can just be shocking. I mean, it just really can be shocking. You would be surprised how much money people spend on drinking. Like, okay, say you go out every single weekend and the drink is $5 every time. Like last night I went out with my friend. It was $10 for one drink. $10. Imagine you buy 5 or 6 drinks. You just spent $60 in one night on alcohol. On alcohol. Just imagine you're somebody who likes to go out on a regular basis. Say you go out to 3 or 4 times a week. Now you at $60 times 4. You know, is that $240? Something like that. Okay, we're not going to be doing the math. Okay, $240, somewhere around there. You're spending in a week on alcohol. So then the other thing is about reducing. So for instance, your cell phone bill. You can reduce your cell phone bill by half. I had a plan with AT&T. Me and my son were the only ones on the plan. It was costing me $180 a month for our cell phone bill. When I decided to go to prepaid, which is the same exact plan, I still have it with AT&T. It's the same damn towers. It's the same internet. I ain't had no slow time. I ain't had no time. I mean, it works just like the damn cell phone I had before with the plan. I mean, the only thing is you can't finance your cell phone. Okay, well, save up for the cell phone, bro. If you get a cell phone every other year, you can save up for a cell phone. It's no big deal. I reduced my cell phone bill by $100 by going to prepaid. It was like $80-something a month when it was just me and my son. Then when I added my daughter, it went up to like $128. So now I have 3 lines for $128 a month when I was only paying for 2 lines for $180 when I was on a plan. But now that I'm prepaid and I have multiple lines, number 1, I'm prepaid, I get a discount. Number 2, I have multiple lines, I get a discount. Number 3, I let them draft it automatically on my account, which gives me another discount. So I'm paying $128 for 3 lines because I decided to switch to prepaid. Internet, I was paying $100 and something because I had the fastest speed and I had this different carrier. I started doing my research. I switched my internet carrier. I got a deal for so many years, and now my internet bill is like $74. It's still a little expensive to me, but it's really good internet and I never have any issues with them. Subscriptions, Apple Music, Netflix, Hulu, that's things like that. Eating out. I spent so much money eating out. I found that I was always going to McDonald's. I was stopping at the snacks machine at work. I was going here and I was going that, and I was spending a lot of money on eating out. So I gave myself a budget of $50 a month to eat out. For some people, this is like, girl, what you finna do with $50? What I'm finna do with $50 is be very selective about where I eat out and who I eat out with. Okay, so when you think about you only have $50, you're gonna tell people more, okay, I can't eat out. I'll meet you here, I'll meet you there. It will make you consciously think about where you're going, make you more intentional of who you want to go with, and not say yes to every single thing. Okay, you guys, so those are some like tips and tricks of you to be selective or very specific about how you want to reduce or eliminate some of your discretionary spending. Some of the thought process goes behind it, you know, being intentional with who you go to lunch with, being intentional where you spend your dining out money, you know, be intentional how much you're driving around every day, you know, not doing nothing, wasting gas, stuff like that. Okay, so another thing I want to do was just give you a little spreadsheet, not a spreadsheet, I'm always saying spreadsheet, a little worksheet that you can put up somewhere. You can screenshot in your phone, whatever you would like to do. But it is 4 ways to drastically reduce your spending. Now, some of this stuff we've already talked about, like I said, so it's not going to be like in depth. You can read it, it's very self-explanatory. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that to cook and pack your own meals at home. You guys know on my channel I talk a lot about meal prepping, how I meal prep on Sundays in order to take my lunch to work every single day of the week. Sometimes I fall off, but 9 times out of 10 I'm pretty good at it. This will help you reduce how much spending you go out. This will help you reduce saying yes to people when they ask you to go out to lunch. If you're that kind of person who can't say no, now you can just say, well, I already bought my lunch, so you know, y'all have a good time going out to lunch. I have a video how I meal prep. I have my Sunday routine on how I do everything on Sunday to prepare for the week, which includes meal prepping. I have my day in the life at work where it shows me warming up and eating my meal prep. So if you want to check any of those out, they are on my channel. Even making your own coffee in the morning. We've already talked about how much money you could possibly spend at Starbucks or at your local coffee shop. You may not go to Starbucks, you may go to somewhere else, but reducing how much money you eat out can really help your discretionary spending increase dramatically. Okay, and then everything else is like reduce regular paid services, which we talked about, cable and Hulu. Shopping secondhand. You guys know I love to shop secondhand. I am forever in somebody's thrift store, and even in the thrift store, you guys, I still most likely buy things that are on sale when it's at the thrift store. I don't care. I want to get it. If I can get it on sale, I'm gonna get it on sale. But I hardly ever pay full price for anything. So I usually just, you know, if I want something, I wait for it goes on sale. I try to use like discount websites, and I try to get like coupons and all and points back and cash back and all this other kind of stuff. Anything that I can do to reduce how much I spent on that item. So try looking at secondhand. You guys know I love Facebook Market. I've gotten like a whole Papasan chair, a double Papasan chair they sell at Pier 1. They're like $300-400. I paid $60 for it. I just had to drive to pick it up and bring it home. Boom, $60 with the cushion and the base and the little cone thing. As you guys know, recently Pier 1 had the whole 3 single chair on sale for $99. I still got the double one cheaper than I did for the single size. That was $99 because I paid $60 for mine. So you'll be surprised at what you can find on Facebook Market, Let It Go, and things like that. And of course, give up advice. We've already talked about excesses. Drinking and going out and smoking is not the best either. But, you know, I'm not going to judge. There's no judgment zone. So just figure out how bad you want to up your discretionary spending and think about what you can reduce and eliminate. Okay, you guys, so that is the end of today's video. So next week, we're going to actually talk about, you know, doing a monthly paycheck and doing a weekly paycheck, or either doing a bi-weekly paycheck, how to write your paycheck down, how to decide what you're going to pay for out of those paychecks after you have done all of the steps that's up to today's video. And then we will start trying to put a budget together. How exciting, right? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss next week's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.